Hey guys, DVD Mike, back with what I'm going to call the old format update. DVD and Laserdisc in this one. Hopefully I can record this for the third time now and actually record it unlike the first time and actually not delete it by mistake like the second time. Yeah, I don't really want to do it a fourth time, so fingers crossed we'll actually get through it this time. So I've actually bought some DVDs. Shock horror, I know. These titles are only available on DVD, or were bought on DVD just because of the edition that I got them in. First, a couple of documentaries, both bought from first one bought from HMV. We have Morgan Spurlock's Super Size Me. As you can probably hear, the disc caddy thing is broken inside, and now it's on the floor. I love this documentary. I think it's great. I hadn't seen it since it came out. I don't particularly avoid McDonald's because of the documentary. I do think it's very good. I don't think Morgan Spurlock has topped it, even though the greatest movie ever sold, his new one about product placement looks quite good. I don't think he's going to get to the heady heights of entertainment that this has. Has director's commentary, UK exclusive director's interview, other interviews including Eric Schossler, author of Fast Food Nation, deleted scenes, UK premiere footage, original theatrical trailer and McLibel trailer. I think it's a really good documentary. Like I say, it didn't have a profound effect on me because I don't really care, but I think it's really good and worth a watch. Next we have one I picked up in Poundland for shock horror, £1. I was quite surprised actually going there with my brother. He picked this up as well. They actually had some decent movies in there. The remake of Prom Night. They had Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning, and a few other films that actually I've heard of, as opposed to the useless trash they normally have in there. We have Eric Bana's Love the Beast, documentary about his car that he really loved. I've seen it on Channel 4 and More 4. Every time it's on I record it and watch it, so I thought I can't avoid not buying it for £1. It's just a really good documentary. I think it's got a load of charisma. If you like Eric Bana, I'd say it's worth a watch. If you're a car fan, it's worth a watch. The only extras are theatrical trailer and the full uncut Jeremy Clarkson interview. I suppose that was put on there because it's a UK disc and obviously Clarkson has some hold over the UK. A great little documentary. I think it's really well made. I think it sort of sweeps you up in what happens to the car and the way Eric Bana actually feels about the car, the actual relationship he has with it. It's quite a good film. Well worth a watch. Next we have a film that I've bought multiple times. I have the original Pathé release, which I can't find for this video. I think it's up in the loft somewhere. But I want to go up and get my copy of China Syndrome down because of what's going on in Japan. I'm not insensitive to what's happening in Japan. I just, obviously, being a nerd, relate to things by movies. Same when 9/11 happened. I wanted to watch The Siege and Living Daylights, both of which were banned at the time. I don't know if we all do this or whether it's just me being me, but I don't know, I just really want to watch the China Syndrome for some bizarre reason. So we have Doug Liman's Swingers. This is the version I bought for £3 HMV. I have the original Pathé version, like I say, which has that cover. This has a nice slipcase and is a 2-disc release. Only cost me £3. I picked it up because it had a slipcase and because it was 2-disc. It has the same extras as the Miramax Collector's Series, which I already owned, which is 1-disc. I don't know if there's anything different on there. I haven't had a chance to put it in and have a look, but it seems to be the same. But if they put the extras on the second disc, that means the picture quality should be better, as well as PAL obviously having higher resolution. Has a commentary by Doug Liman and editor Stephen Minone. Commentary by Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau, which is an animated one when they do on the screen like they do in Made. It's quite cool. We'll skip what I think is the last of the DVDs and go on to this box set I picked up for £7 from Amazon, brand new, still sealed. The Jurassic Park and Lost World Deluxe Edition. I think DVDM's got this, Movie Hound's got it, and Ms. Paul I think's got it as well. It's a very old release. It came out before Jurassic Park 3 came out. It has the Dolby Digital versions of Jurassic Park and The Lost World. We already own those on the PAL format in this box set with the holographic mirrored covers. But I thought I'd pick this up just because it's a really nice set, and because it's sealed as well. I wasn't expecting it to come sealed. I bought it used, and it was sealed. Comes with art cells and a art book with cool little pictures and a certificate of authenticity, plus both soundtracks as well. I am going to keep it sealed, mainly because, I don't know, I think it's quite an old box set. It's going to get quite rare, I think, especially if they make Jurassic Park 4 like they're talking about. So I thought if I keep it in decent condition, at least, I don't think it'd be worth anything. I just think it'd look quite nice in the future. It would keep it a lot nicer if it's sealed. So there's a lot of videos online with better looks at it open. I'll put a link in the underbar. Now, a win because I don't actually like the film. I don't hate the film. People have seen me talk about this before. I own this on DVD, I own it on Blu-ray. And I keep buying Jonathan Demme's Silence of the Lambs, even though I think Manhunter's the better film, and I think Brian Cox is miles better as Hannibal Lecter. This is the Criterion edition. Bought it used for Amazon for £4. There's a lot of fakes floating around, but from what I can tell, it is a genuine copy. I've checked the serial number on the ring, and it seems to be correct. Has a commentary by Jonathan Demme, stars Jodie Foster and Anthony Hopkins, screenwriter Ted Talley and FBI agent John Douglas, not on any other edition. This is a port of the Laserdisc. Laserdisc had all these extras, and when Criterion lost the license, all the extras disappeared as well. 7 deleted scenes, storyboard film comparisons, storyboards, FBI crime classification manual, Voices of Death, and Voices of Death word-for-word statements of convicted serial killers. It's non-anamorphic, 1.85:1, so you will have to zoom it in. Obviously the picture quality won't be as good, but it is cinematographer approved, so it might be better, it might be worse, I don't know. I say I'm not a big fan of the film, so I'm not the type of person who could actually tell you whether it's better or not. Probably people like DVDM, Cackalackymovies, especially Cackalacky Boys, they love their Criterions. So this spurred me to get out all my DVD Criterions. Laserdiscs, I've got Chasing Amy and I've got 7, that's all I've got as Criterion. I would like to get into Criterion in a big way. Cost was a factor, the fact they go out of print all the time was also a factor. The Blu-rays are region locked, which is a bit of a pisser because I haven't got a region free player yet. I am looking at a couple at the moment. And I know that if you buy all the Criterions, even if you love the film or not, it'll give you a great knowledge of classic film, because it might not be a film that you would buy normally, but you would actually learn a lot more about film by watching those films that you wouldn't normally buy. I didn't do that. I bought films that are pretty much all blockbusters or stupid things that shouldn't really be on Criterion, apart from RoboCop. Discjunkie has the Laserdisc of this, it has the same extras. This was basically another port from Laserdisc. When Criterion first got into DVD, they just put their existing transfers straight onto DVD. All the same extras. The linear notes were put into a little booklet. That's why, I mean, you see on Cackalackymovies when they buy their old Criterions, they're a bit disappointed the fact that it doesn't come with a big book. They didn't come with a big book because Laserdisc only gave you a certain amount, probably only 2 sides to fill with, you know, text. So they basically just translated the text straight onto a little liner thing, put it inside, done. So it has the unrated director's cut, which is the only way you could see it at the time. It was on the Laserdisc and on this DVDs. MGM hadn't put out the director's cut by then. I bought it for that because I wanted to see it finally uncut. Because Total Film did a thing about the Laserdiscs, why Laserdiscs have all these things that you can't see anywhere else. It was like the 4th issue of Total Film, something like that, back when it first came out. And I was like, wow, I've got Laserdiscs, I could buy all these. So I bought it for that because it was the full uncut version. Audio commentary by director Paul Verhoeven, co-writer Ed Neumeyer, executive producer John Davison, and RoboCop expert Paul M. Salmon. Film to storyboard comparison, storyboards, illustrative essay on the making of RoboCop, theatrical and teaser trailers. Now the commentary on there sounds the same as the one on the MGM disc. It is not the same. Criterion extras very rarely get put on other people's DVDs because they make them, they own the rights to them. Next we have Armageddon. Again, shouldn't really be in the Criterion collection, but as you can see when it first came through it got a bit wet in the post and I never bothered to replace it, and since this is quite expensive now, I didn't bother. It's a 2-disc release. This is, I won't go too much into detail on the rest of these. This is the only way you can get the director's cut. The director's cut has not been released on any other format. It also has a commentary with Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck, which is hilarious because Ben Affleck takes the piss out of the movie for about 156 minutes. which is really, really, really worth a watch. Next we have number 100, which I bought in the UK. In a UK shop. It's PAL. It is the only UK release that Criterion has ever put out to my knowledge. We have the Beastie Boys video collection. Has 2 discs. Ooh. Poster on the floor. And next we have The Rock. This and Armageddon were actually ports of Laserdisc. Armageddon, like I say, non-anamorphic. This is anamorphically enhanced. And it also offered DTS. Some versions of this only had a 2-channel DTS soundtrack by mistake. So that's my Criterion collection on DVD. It's woeful, especially compared to DVDMs or the Cackalackymovies. It's woeful, especially compared to DVDM or the Cackalackymovies. I know Crazy Jason and Other Jason have shit tons of Criterions, and they know a lot more about it than I would in a million years. Next we have, and last, we have a Laserdisc. The American version of that was this. Ms. Pol's got this and Discjunkie's got it. We've all got the gold print version, which is the second pressing. The first pressing was silver. I tried to bid on that. It was stupid expensive. Finally got this for £19 off eBay. Always wanted this since the day it came out. But $120. I think most places were charging 250 quid for it brand new. Too rich for me at 16, 17, so I had to wait. Now I'll put a link to DVD. Now I'll put a link to Discjunkie's video of this in the underbar because he did a much more detailed look than I'm going to do. And there's no point going over the same things that he went over because his videos are so much better anyway. So we have Disc 1, which is the movie, basically side 1 and side 2. Disc 2, which is the last part of the movie on side 3, and on side 4, the beginning of the extras. Then we have Disc 3, side 5 and side 6, which are the finishing of the extras, basically. Now, side 4, 5 and 6 are in CAV. Sides 1, 2 and 3 are CLV. Look at my latest video for what those terminologies mean if you don't know what they mean. This has a ton of extras. It's got commentary by, well, if I go through a little bit, new interviews with over 24 key cast crew members, over 3 minutes of additional footage, then behind the scenes footage rather, entire shooting script, complete storyboards, designs and artwork, in-depth look at creating special effects, teasers, trailers and more. It also has a narrative commentary track on the second audio channel and is the special edition of the film. So you have the linear notes there, which is basically the same thing in my Japanese edition but in English, and with an extra bit from Tomlinson Holman, who was the head of THX program at the time, and a little thing from James Cameron saying about the special edition. There's the back panel there with the original silver pressing. We have a letter from James Cameron on Lightstorm headed paper, unfortunately duplicated. I don't know if the original ones were original and signed. I'd love to get hold of the silver one or see someone with a silver one to see if they are. I doubt that they are. And a little thing on the supplements saying how to use CAV Laserdiscs, but I think most Laserdisc owners knew how to use CAV Laserdiscs. So, that's the old format update. Next will be the Blu-ray update. I'll film straight after this and hopefully edit straight after this, so it should be up quite soon. I know it's been a long time since I did a video, so I'm trying to make up for it because my backlog's quite big now. So this is DVD Mike saying I'll see you in the next video.